What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this one we're going to be continuing the Let's Build for Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 in Minecraft. This is episode 4, and we're live, and I'm not in the map yet. Because, yeah, I'm just not. I don't know. Hello, Horathon. Hello, Joe Bama. Hello, Look. You're actually getting banned for saying first, Horathon. Sorry, I know you wanted to join, but it's unfortunate that sometimes you have to get banned. So, I don't think I've done anything since I would have shown this yesterday. Methinks. Hello, Mouse. Have you considered turning it back on? You gotta go find the generator and give it a good old jork. Hello, George. Hello, Pats. Hello, Kaolian? Am I correct on that? Hello, Bella. Hello. These names, I'm sorry. I just the lack of spaces and capitals sometimes just destroys my brain. Hello, Oralia? I'm so sorry. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Gatito. Hello, Spooky. Hello, Fats. Hello, Ben. Hello, Yasmin. Hello, Healthy. Hello, Nova. Good lord. Hello, Sebastian. Sorry. That was something for me to get through. But Horathon and Nova, let me know if you guys want to join and start yelling at me in chat. Storm power. Ice storm? In April? Hi, TJ. Yeah. Wow, that was fast. I didn't even read that message. Well, I saw it and I saw the content of it, but I didn't actually read it before it was gone. Front of my eyes, ripped away from me. No, probably not. I do not plan on updating Mascot Horror Havoc for a while. Watch the PPT3 tutorial announcement, please. I talk about it in that. I'll probably make a separate video at some point, because I realize that's been a big question. Anyway, hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. I'm waiting for my glitch stuff to come still. Or my TADC stuff. It's out for delivery, apparently, but of course, they're not using, like, one of the normals, you know, UPS, USPS, or FedEx. So I don't know what the frick's happening, which is really unfortunate because as much as they still suck sometimes, I trust them more than some shipping company I've never heard of in my life. So, you know, I'm a little worried that something's not gonna go right, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Hello, Rye Guy. Hello, Diamond Winter. I love that name. So making vids, not while recording or streaming, no. If I'm working on stuff in general, I will, or even like preparing for tutorials, but while I'm recording or streaming it, no. Because I'm going to start singing on stream, and you all don't want to hear that, for one. And for two, I don't know how I would block the sound, you know? So the movie? What movie? Hello, Dreamy. They do here, too. Hold on. See? I also get the glowing, which sucks, but I honestly cannot be bothered enough to change it. But I mean, I would honestly, if you hate it, use mangrove roots instead. They're pretty much the same. This map will not be on Planet Minecraft, no. For now. Eventually, maybe, but that would be like after the entirety of PPT would be done. Including Chapter 6, probably. Okay, elevator time. I should have already shown this, but... Nice. And I haven't done anything here. Hello, Chris. Alright, Arthon. I'm opening a slot. Hello, Niam. Yeah, the only... There's a couple you might still get. Like, I'm not opposed to back rooms once that's done. But, oh wow, all of this stuff is gone. The floor is clean. It also looks wet for some reason, but that doesn't sound like my problem. What? Oh, I just forgot to break those. Okay. I suppose. Chat cannot join. Horathon and Nova can because they're helpers. But besides that, I'm not going to let anybody join. Oh, my phone is still on the lock thing. That's oddly specific. Why did the black turn gray? That's not how colors are supposed to work. Mine did it. That's so weird. What? It's like stone now. Well, okay. Frick. Yeah, I would prefer if you didn't do that, Nathan, I think. Just an idea. Maybe lighting it? Sure as hell is not. Lifeline? What do I have for you to light block? How far did you get on, what was it, gas production you were doing? I have seen the Backrooms movie trailer, yes. Looks pretty good. Excited to see that. I also think the red here is gone. Yeah. Finish it. Let me check. I know you didn't finish it for sure, but... Outimals might ebb pretty hard because of Messi's. I will find a way, yes, but... You got pretty far. Do I want to let you join? That's a great question. I was going to ask Nova, but that's probably the last person I should ask in chat to give me an honest answer that has zero bias. I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out. Sorry, it's Portal reference. Joking anyway. Slash ban TJ. What are we spamming? Oh, I see. Somehow that was further from the... You know what? Do your thing, whatever. I don't have the wherewithal to tell you to don't do the thing. Ow, my finger, not my finger, had nothing to do with my finger. That's fine, Horathon. Hello, Luciano. Just very elevator. Thanks. It's probably the goal. Okay, it's a 3x3. Then how does this work? Wait, I don't want to get teleported. How... It looks wider from the outside. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. That is a separate world, Nathan. I have not worked on FNAF in, like, ages. Okay, I gotta... Wait, I can just look, can't I? I didn't do anything, okay. That's cool. Because I used clay... I know I used clay for this row, and I was gonna do that, and then I was like, wait, do I want to use the floor? Also, side note I forgot to mention in the last stream. In the month of March, as a channel, we gained over 2,000 subs in 1 month. So that is... a little unfathomable, to be honest. Thank you everybody new who has joined. I was talking about it a little bit in the server when I first, I guess, pointed that out. But, like, it's so weird, because I've spent so long believing and trying to, you know, work on this channel to become something, and forever it felt like, you know, it's just whatever. Not particularly fantastic in any way. It's a channel with a lot of content, but how much of that content actually, I don't want to say means anything, but I guess has that level of interaction, and to actually be able to get somewhere to where I can look at that and be like, yeah, there's a lot of people here right now. It's kind of bonkers, so thank you everybody new. Feel like you joined before. Weren't you February Spooky? I don't know. Clay doesn't fall? No, Clay does not fall. Well, because a lot of them are privated, it'll be a little bit shorter, but a lot of the old ones. But PPT alone will take you. PPT alone will take you like 60 hours. And yeah. I guess that's all I got. I don't know. Fresh off the tray. That's one way to put it. That's fine. I'm just gonna use andesite. Sure, why not? I'd go too wide, but the area between... No, it should be wider than the elevators themselves. That's fine. I'm only questioning it because technically the sides aren't as thick as I have them. But also the elevators are kind of... I guess they'd be sized appropriately. No, that's fine. Hello, Buggy. Yeah, I mean, you could. I don't know if I would recommend doing that, but you could. Yup, Ink Machine definitely uses any of these colors. I guess the deep side of the floor is kind of close to bendy colors. But this is the start of the outimals section. Do the width of these sections matter? 2, 7, that'd be 9. I don't... Wait a minute. You know, I make myself a good point that I forgot to point out or think about. Because whatever's between the elevators up here, it should be the same. I think it's 3. No, it is 5. Okay, so I'm correct then. And then I'll probably bring walls out here instead. Because I don't really want to go... do I want to go wider than that? I don't know what I'm doing. No, I think I can go wider than that. That's fine. Go to here. Which would actually mean my floor is 1 block too short over here. So let me just do that real quick. Okay, I guess Georgie Bros. Also, hi. Baldi's Basics. Yeah, perfect. Hello, Huggy. Okay, so I'm hoping I can make this section a bit easier by taking the... Because really, realistically, there's only like 5 or 6 different designs for things. Structure block each one, label them 1 to 6, just remember, and then from there it'll make it easier because I can just structure block them in and, you know, rotate them or whatever I need to do. And then that'll mean that everything size-wise will be more correct, because if it's based off of the size of a piece of furniture that I'm using every time, then, this is the beginning of the outimals and the sign arches in the game stations. Yeah, it's pretty big. It is a quite large room. Can confirm. Okay, the size of this room really isn't going to be something I should stress over a ton, because if I end up being too small, it doesn't make a difference. The only thing that might is a distance across, but that's fine. And I guess how far back that goes. But like door positions, as long as these two are lined up as they should be, I mean, I'll be fine. That's interesting. It's like there, and then there's another pillar there. Oh, that's annoying though, because the way that I've been doing the doors in this chapter means it's gonna be like this, and the door is gonna be another block back. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I shouldn't do that in this area. Because I shouldn't use the same doors because the doors in this section are different. Or because there's actual doors you're going through. I've been doing the doors embedded a block, which has been fine because, again, you've literally gone through 0 normal doors, I'm pretty sure, so far. Yeah, I don't think there's been a single normal door. But it just means the walls have been triple layered, but doing that here is not going to be a good idea. So, hello, meow. Probably because they're Poppy Playtime. I don't really know. Everybody seems to prefer the Poppy Playtime content over the other stuff I do. Where? What? Who? Tomato? Okay, I might change the floor. Maybe a good time to insert ad? Shut up. Dumb platform. That feels too small. One, two, three, one, two, three, four. Maybe not, actually. No, I suppose it is thin, and then there's a door on the other side as I anticipated. Right here. I'm just gonna hope that doesn't happen. Worst case, I structure block an area over a little bit spooky, you know, whatever. But I'm trying to keep everything together because I like that, I don't know, I just like the way that flows better. But I get the sense that, well, because you go, alright, you go this way, right? After outimals. You go here, then here, then I want to say it's like that way. So I'm like fairly certain before that cave, before Giblet's hideout, I'm gonna need a teleporter because that cave is gonna be right like under everything else. And I don't think it's gonna line up, but we'll see. Hello, Gaming Hub. Hello, Jade. Hello, Peroxy. Lobby and Revive. 250, 35, 250. Pretty much every map, Nathan, they're going to be the same. So if you ever like, what is the coordinate again? Just think of literally any other map I've made, and that'll give you your answer. Okay, I feel like that should be like that. It looks like the wall stays flush with the pillar after the pillar is gone. Yeah. That's odd. But okay. It's just gonna be 5. I can't stand to look at 4, to be quite honest with you. Okay, I don't want the floor to also be stone. That's my dilemma here. Mycelium. Actually, mycelium isn't horrible. So much stone. So much stone. I might just do it and do the texture thing where I use that to be the difference. Hello, Mr. Mo. See you later, Helpy. I found an actual 3D model that worked. Whatever, it's gonna be stone, and I'm gonna have to just cry about it. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Hi, Charm. Sorry, I did not see. I just like didn't see any of your messages, Char. I'm alright. How are you? This is entirely unrelated, but I meant to talk about this in the last stream as well, because it was just, you know, a day-to-day experience, I guess. But Ender reminded me and also made me feel like a boomer this morning with our conversation. Gas prices. Oh wait, this is weird. So I don't really go out a ton, and generally when I do, I'm not the one that would be driving, because I don't have a reason to necessarily be the one. But either way, last time I would have gotten gas, probably November, like after or around the ending of Spirit. And it was, at the gas station I got at, it was, I think it's like 283 or something. And I just got gas the other day, and it was $3.99 a gallon. What a raise. But in all seriousness, like, that's absolutely awful, and I'm not really sure why that is like that, and why that, just why. It's been going okay, I can't complain. I mean, I can't complain about the lack of my TADC order showing up yet, but it's gonna show up like 40 minutes into stream, I just know it. Yes, sir, this is the outimals part. Sorry, I can't read in general orange chicken, so who knows. Light design. This is something I just continually battle myself over. What is the best light design? You're gonna see, like, a million different ones. Wait, I have an interesting one for here, actually. It's not a white glowing block, is there? That doesn't emit light. That's the, you know, it's fine, it'll emit light. No, no, I would rather not, Chris. I would much rather not. I have had a surprising amount of people say that, Turbo. I can't even lie. I guess it's a good thing. I haven't really thought about it. Show of hands, by the way. I've been considering this recently, and I will elaborate no further, nor give you any information about if this is something I am 100% pursuing. But who here would be interested in merch for the channel? The only thing I will say is copyright stuff would be really weird, so I'd have to think a little outside the box, but... Hi, Ender. Yeah, surely not, Chris. Surely not. You'd be interested in merch? Okay. I'm just kind of trying to get an idea if it's worth my time to go through that effort. Also, I just like... there's nothing that's gonna... Just chains, whatever. I want something thin like that, that also can go sideways, that isn't lightning rods. Hello, Virginie. Yes, I do remember you. Most of the colored names are saying yes. The greens and the blues. But alright, yeah, that's a kind of enough of a consensus. Wait, actually, that's not a bad idea. There you go, T-Junk, by the way. But you're gonna say you? Well, if you either know what I said or you don't know what I said. There's not really an in-between. You know? I don't think there's a, like, I didn't hear you, but I'm gonna say this. You either know or you don't. I'm not sure. There's one outimals jump scare, not in this part. It's later. You're like on a staircase and you're rounding a corner and a shadow flies by. I'll be the judge of that. I'm gonna say nothing. They're the experts, not me. That is a tragic experience, Turbo. I do wonder sometimes if anybody I know has ever, like, seen my channel, like, got it recommended and be like, hey, I remember that guy. I would imagine no, but also... You never know. I've been thinking about that specifically, Chris, because the only thing is... I don't know how stingy Minecraft would be. From what I understand, they're not... Oh, they're not against, like, doing merch, but... The one... Don't do it. Okay. The one... That's too blue. It's like a sad blue. Blue if it was sad. Sad if it was blue. But... I don't know, like, especially if I were to show a full skin of a character, how much should be like, ah, nope, that's Minecraft right there. You stop that. It shouldn't really be an issue because of how small of a channel I am, but, you know, I'd rather not get into that kind of copyrighted territory. Although, I have been thinking about what I can Actually, that's not bad. I'm going to use that, sure. I've been kind of trying to think about what territory I could potentially go into with stuff like that. I have one, like, main idea, and it's a hoodie. Well, not really it could be a shirt, I guess, but... Funko Pop? I would love to do a Funko Pop or like a plushie or something. I tried to get a plushie done, like, 2 years ago, or a year ago. No, it would have been a year ago. And I got denied by Makeship. So, everyone go send your hate to me. I'm just kidding, don't do that. Your skin sort shouldn't be an issue. I mean, yes, but, like, how much... Under what capacity is Minecraft gonna take the particular just, like, model and be like, yep, nope, that's you? Because there's nothing in this world to be a good example. Actually, no, there is something in this world to be a good example. Let's say I take this, alright, and screenshot this build for a poster, I'll just say. Because it's in Minecraft, that still falls under Minecraft copyright, even though it was made by me. So it, especially if you're using it for, what's the word I'm looking for? There was definitely a word, like, for any sort of monetization. It just gets a little fishy with that, so I'm really not sure what is and isn't allowed, because every EULA you'll ever read makes 0 sense and really does not elaborate as much as it should. But I mean, I think, yeah, reasonably I could. I should be fine with it. I just... Maybe I worry too much, but... I'm also not trying to get sued, so... It's a fun line. I want to see the undulating gel, please. I have a lot of time to work on this. Also, another idea that I had, and I mentioned this in the VC this morning for the couple of you who were there. I think it was Horathon Nova or something, but I'm considering, how would you guys like, I guess there's another idea, an extended version of some of the logs, not all of them, but like, I guess more so I'm saying that's probably something I am going to do rather than asking, but like, that is, I am considering expanding upon some of them, and kind of just testing the water with how they feel as full chapters in a way. Because I think that would be cool. Since I'm kind of already writing them in that sense. Well, I mean, I feel like I would have a fair use argument that could at least get me out of it, but like assuming that happened to be the worst case scenario, orange chicken, but I don't really think it'd be an issue like that. I don't feel like Minecraft would be that much like on someone about it. What tutorial is today? It's a PP or it's a prototype part, sorry. Hello, Pixelator. I'd imagine most of you should be on holiday since Easter's tomorrow. Hello, Couch Potato. Hello, Dr. Harley Sword. No way. This is, well now, this is a rather interesting turn of events. I hate this block being here. Block hatred 101. Hi, man. That's fine. Wait, never mind. I can't do that. Alright, you're good, Nova. No worries. Actually, all the worries. I'm worrying so hard. No, you should get your rest, though. I feel like this should go without saying, but I know how some of you are as mods. Like, if you need to not be on a stream or just, like, take a day off or something, you know, from being in chat, just do it. Like, even if it's just like, I don't really feel like being there. I'm not gonna find your home address over it, you know what I mean? So just, if you need to chill, chill. Unless you're T-Jock, I might go after T-Jock. Sorry, I have to pick on somebody, and generally it happens to be T-Jock, because he's funny to pick on. Especially in a situation like that. Hello, Catnap. Except for the ones you sleep through, T-Jock. In the computers, if I had to guess, Mr. Mo. I gotta wrap it around the pillars somehow. Wait, with walls. That wasn't grammar. Yeah, sure, that's cool. And it's not perfect, but... Spooky, do you want to do me a favor, actually? Just as a mental note, if I am looking towards this door, which way is that loading zone gonna be? If you can figure that out. If not, don't worry about it. But, like, I'm trying to figure out where exactly that cave is gonna be and if I'll need a teleporter. Because I feel like this would be a better spot to do it than, you know, after. I mean, I guess it works either way because you have the loading zone there. But I just kind of want to know where that vent is. Yeah, Lathe Pierre seems so nice. Hello, Ollie. Yeah, Lily's house is one of those sections I'm a little scared for. Although I'm kind of excited for it at the same time. This room is literally just random junk everywhere. There's like a baby crib here. Why? It might not actually be a baby crib. It looks like a cart with a blanket over it, which just looks like a crib when you don't really pay that much attention. I'm gonna agree with you, man. Yeah, that would be cool. Ellen, my beloved. But, you know, I can't really complain. Views are views at the end of the day. I gotta sneeze. Fair warning if it happens. As a mod, any mod, what would you use? I would make my own. I would make my own for exactly what I would need. I'm debating on doing man for that this year. A one for like before the normal one. So one for the outdoor stuff. Like not all of them because I'd want to do only the ones that I can manage by myself. Like I can set up Galley Crow on my own, but I cannot. I do not have the strength nor the reach to pick up and stand up a 15-foot tall bird. So, you know, but like Lantern Keeper would be the main one I just like immediately think of for some reason. Fire Demon. The probably 10.5-foot Scarecrow. I can get him up. I can technically get up a Mortal Werewolf. I did do that once. Although I can't put on his chest by myself. That's an experience. But he's set up still anyway. So, not outside. Well, yeah, not outside. Joy game. If they make one, yeah. I plan to make any Poppy Playtime content they come out with that is actually... that is not Project. Before any of you say anything about Project. My peaks? Oh yeah, Max Straw as well. There's another one for you that you might be drooling over. I could also do the Skull Arch, or the Skull Arch, but I probably wouldn't because... that one's gonna be weird this year, because I want to try to stake it in before... generally, it's got holes on the sides of it, so you're supposed to be able to stake it in. However, no, basically, just no. The holes are not it. They're like... they're small little holes that I can't fit the rebar stakes through, and every time it'll come out of the ground. So I want to put rebar stakes around the base of it. The only issue with that is you can't really set it up that way, so I'm going to have to figure out the distance between the sides and then just hope that I can set it up properly. It should work. I think I know how it would still work, because I think the top piece can rotate into both at the same time, but I'll probably have to check. I don't know, it's not going to be fun. That also looks awful, but I don't know what else I can do with that, so... whatever. I might just live with it. Could do calcite, actually, but I like the blue. It's fine, I'm not going to think about it too hard. I'm actually... do this instead. Yeah, that's slightly better. It looks like an apron, but... I agree, Mouse. Whole build? It's been a while. I mean, Chapter 5 pretty much since it came out. Like, maybe a week later, actually, I started this. But... when did I build Chapter 1? I don't remember. It wasn't that long ago. For all things considered, this build really hasn't taken me that long. I mean, yeah, it's taken a while, but... I guess once it becomes the main project, it really... any concept of length just does not... like, it doesn't feel long, regardless of what it is, if it's a main project. I don't know. Ban? I hate it. I hate it. I was gonna say I hate you, but that's not true. I just figured I would let you know, though, that was what I was about to say, and then I stopped myself and said, no, that's not true. I'm gonna make a video on that soon, Orange Chicken, because that's been, like, the most asked question of all time. So... I really cannot be bothered to answer it more than 8 times, I'm gonna be real with you. No hatred to you, but also all the hatred to you, but also I'm joking, no hate. Yeah, see, I figured you'd say that, Char. That's why I tried to stop myself. But still felt like I should be transparent with you anyway. I'm now transparent. More ass than Chapter 3? Hell no. Nothing is more ass than Chapter 3 in the history of this channel. Every time I think about, like, requests of things, I remember somebody asked me to do the neighbor's car, like, years ago. And I remember when I first got the suggestion, I was like, why? Why do you need that particularly? Because I feel like I showed it in the old Act 1. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I know I built it for the old Act 1, but I don't know if I showed it or not. But I always think of that suggestion whenever I just, you know. Hello, Nathan. No, I'm not. I feel like you'd know if I was, man. I feel like it'd be pretty obvious. Well, is it? I don't know. I don't pay attention. Or I guess, not is it, would it be? Is it obvious would imply that I am, and that's not the case. The zone is after the prototype cutscene? Yeah, okay. I feel like it's straight ahead from that. And then you take a left. So I think it'd be this way. I'm gonna see how Giblet's room lines up, and then that'll be when I make a change if I need to. I shouldn't. Hopefully I won't. I don't want to change it, but what did I do for these? Trapdoor is my least favorite of all time. Hate trapdoors so much. Not actually, I just hate using pressure plates and trapdoors because of, that. Oh, okay, I don't really care about the shelf, though, to be fair. So, not my problem. Easter tomorrow since, the day started, Char, probably. Since 12 a.m. Hello, Paolo Rabbit. This is the outimals section. Hello, Brandy. Yes, we choose pretty far in. Gonna add something like that. Maybe I'll actually... No, I changed my mind. I don't... You don't agree? I have orange chicken. If you're saying me specifically versus somebody following a tutorial. The zoo enclosures, though, they exist. And they have a lot of mobs, obviously, because they're zoo enclosures. But it's besides the point. So in the Chapter 3 tutorial, I've currently recorded 13, and I am to, like, the lobby before the tram, so... Can this dumb thing deliver already? Hope it, like, the glitch stuff comes right as I end stream. That'd be perfect timing. But I also don't trust the particular carrier, so I'm a little worried. It'll be fine, surely. Wow, that lines up perfectly. Actually, which is good. And then, yeah, there's one with this pit. No, wait, is that too low? Yesn't, I think? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna turn it to slabs. But... 5 PNGs stacked? Yeah. I did know that was a thing. And then are the side ones any better or higher, I guess? Higher means better, just remember that. It's not true. This one for sure is. This one is for sure here, but I think the one by the elevators is here. Hello, Tara. Yellow style hotel. What do you mean by yellow style hotel? Like the color scheme of it is yellow? This is where Gibbet lives, almost, yeah. Almost there, I guess. Can I look up, please? Thanks. Ooh. Oh, that's weird. That's very weird. The dome taking chapter 3. A good while, for sure. I don't know if I could give you an exact, like, time, but it was a while. You know, I'm on a roll of asking for opinions from y'all, so I'll ask for another. What are you guys' thoughts on the, like, short tutorials? Like, the literal shorts? Like the flashlight one I did. Yay or nay? I'm probably still gonna do them anyway, but I like the idea of just doing, like, simpler tutorials like that as that, rather than, you know, spending forever trying to make a normal tutorial out of it, or wasting a 4-minute video for that. Falling where Huggy just smashed the glass. Nice, Planet Monkey. I got there, like, immediately, I can't even lie, but I also, yeah, so, but that section's pretty chill. It only gets worse, don't worry. I know that's the reassurance you wanted to hear. No, but... Java? Yeah, I had a feeling Java wouldn't work on, hence why I was like, let me specify Bedrock. Most boring areas in the game. This is probably gonna be the worst area in the entire chapter to build. But I agree, it's not a horrible section. Like, it's got the horror to it, I guess. It's not exactly scary, but... You know, it's something. But it has been alright. How has yours been, Nathan? Still waiting for my darn order. I don't have anybody helping with 5. It's been all me. Except for Horrorthon did 2 background rooms that I wasn't gonna do. It was either I block off the windows and they don't happen, or somebody else does them. So, and I guess the cave I had help with, but aside from that, like, the actual rooms, I have not had assistance with. But... It's a Roblox game, so that's the end of this conversation for me. Actually, I'm going a block out there, because I'm going to go in line with the legitimate wall. So that's back rooms. I don't think so. I really got nothing. I might want your... Well, don't hold me to this, but if I get help with the circus tent, maybe. I don't think I will, because it can get kind of complicated. Things like that where I feel like I have to be really specific with, I'm a little more hesitant, but... I always have made my own videos. Actually... Nova, are you in chat? Nova or Chris? Either of you. Okay, Chris, you are here. What's something about that there? Doey. I hate Doey. Do you want to send the link to the playlist with all the PPT videos in chat? Either of you, I don't care who. Don't both do, well, I mean, you both can do it, but for Planet Monkey, So you can use my resources, the very professional ones that I absolutely have had zero problems trying to figure out what I'm doing with them. All that is to say, my resources, they are definitely going to be helpful, but, you know. Hello, Shady. Yeah, autocorrect getting you there. Having YouTube to give me more of a reason to is definitely very helpful, like being able to have you all motivating me to continue getting through it. Nice, you can't see the eyes. I didn't know. There you go, Nova's got it. Thank you, Nova. If you would like, Planet Monkey, there are my video clips I have been specifically taking for Chapter 5 to help me build, and also 4. 4's mixed in there. And, yeah. And if anybody else is building the chapters and wants them, they're there. Don't be afraid to use them. I might as well share them because, you know, they're certainly helpful. Oh, never mind, Nathan. You're a little slow. Respectfully. Oh yeah, the giblet cutout. I didn't do that yet. I was like, let me make sure I'm not missing anything, and I might be missing something a little bit important. Alright, you guys are gonna absolutely be shocked by this design. Are you ready? Boom! Retro turtles are very fun and good. Glad you are enjoying them. It was a fun statue overall to make, aside from the parts that weren't fun, but... I can respectfully do whatever I want, Char. I don't know how else I'm supposed to, though. It's not like I can... Would you rather me say it meanly? I don't know what... Each playable games are micro-dimension library makes the maps playable. Are you talking about... Oh my god, what's the channel name? Wow. The blank. See, Nathan just called himself slow, Char. Don't look at me. Give him the old, what, no, lowercase. Yeah, give him the old, you know. Give him one of those. Frick. He happy. That's hit me alright. Also, especially, yeah, we. Actually, no. You know, fair enough. I volunteer myself as part of that. I'm moving you back a block. Sorry. The greatest giblet cutout of all time. Oh, I'm debating showing you all something. I'm only laughing because it's funny, obviously. Why else would I be laughing? You should go on strike, Chris. I don't know what that would do for you. But... Do I? No. Only Horrorthon and Georgie Bros are gonna know what I'm talking about. All I'm gonna say is that we all got a little sidetracked the other day in this world, just a little bit. Room done, I believe. There's one reason I don't want to show, and it's because I can make a meme video out of it, and it'd be funnier to not tell anybody that I'm doing that. No, no, Nathan. It's not that heinous. But the whole game? I plan to, yes. And hello, someone who plays. Am I stuck outside now? Oh, it's... Oh. Do you mean, this Planet Monk? Or perhaps this? Look, it's happy. Or perhaps this? I know the fancy method with it, or the fancy thing with it, that gives you data for, like, signs and stuff. Which is only a PC thing, but... just a little bit, honestly, Mouse. You can do that. The floor's two different colors. That makes sense. I might be a little dumb, too. I'm just gonna go with what Nathan said, but I really haven't looked or seen enough of Kappa's stuff to know either way. Do I want to go back to the deep site? Let me try. I'd be down to collab with any really Minecraft creator that has kept their hands to themselves, I should add. That's a fairly important part. For those of you who know what I'm implying with that. If you don't, it's better if you don't know, I'm gonna say that much. Mod Nathan. Why? Because you have kept your hands to yourself. I don't think you're in the realm of... Well, I guess never mind. That technically you could always be in the realm of that, unfortunately. Oh yeah, resin! I didn't use resin for this one. It's a good excuse too. Alright, that's great. Just check the news is crazy, Chris. I do not associate with those ones. I do not associate with the bad ones. Bulbasaur? That's one of the few Pokemons I know. I'm not a Pokemon fan, really. If I did Pale Moss lined with andesite. Sure, why not? Okay. You know, I'm gonna side with Nova here. Nova's got a very good point. Hello, Arabic Minecrafter. Hey Google, download Gennymod? No. I'm doing good, how are you? Other than the wall texturing, methinks the room is done. One room down, like 80 million more to go, and I'm not excited for any of them. How about gravel texturing for the walls? Perfect. Can I... Just what I was going for. Yeah, how'd you know, Minecraft? We're gonna do gravel and andesite. I'm trying to, as I continue to texture, differentiate the walls and floors. I think I mentioned that in the progress update I did. Just like using different texture combinations to make different surfaces look like different blocks, even when they aren't. And it's been going pretty well so far. This area I think is gonna be a bit harder for that, but grapple onto. I don't make them work, but hold on, I can show you the design I've been using. Again, it changes every chapter. A lot of designs in this don't end up being consistent just because I find things that I like better. But here's the recent one that I did. This is both for 4 and 5, they're like this. And 3 was fence gates, I think. 1 to 3 was fence gates. Well, 1 didn't have any, so 2 and 3 were fence gates. On Discord. There's a lot of things that could have been done or handled differently for me that I don't know if I would pick one particular year, you know? But there'd be a couple things that I would be like, you know... I would much rather have a different look on that, or, you know, different anything, but I don't know. I don't really feel like I would go back. What's the point of going back to change something that doesn't necessarily need to be changed? Even if you think you would benefit from changing something, maybe you wouldn't. And then you have that regret, so... I don't really feel like I would do anything, or I would go back at all. The building. I've built a lot of things in this game, and, you know, practice does make perfect. Trust me, if y'all really wanna go down a trip, go, like, into the Minecraft tutorials playlist and look at the... I don't know if it's either gonna be at the top or bottom. I feel like it's at the top, the, like, original ones. Yeah, they're something. They certainly are something. And as you scroll down, you'll see they definitely get better and better. It is kind of funny, actually. Don't tell me that plays under the... How? Whatever. Is it pink sauce? Yeah, it is. Hello, Tom. Hello, Miss Spacey. Yes, I do remember you. Be back? No, you won't. Have fun, though, Chris. He speaks. Me when the animatronic says words. Are his lines cringy, man? Is that why you don't like it? Full body design. I really like it. I had mixed feelings when it first was shown in Chapter 5, but the more I've looked at it, the more I've liked it. It's such a cool design. Kind of wish the elements were used better from the other toys, but, you know, I can't complain about it. See you later, Pixelator. Have fun. Me when I answered the question. Regatha Hoofed Paint. I wish someone would flirt with me. No! It's a tragedy right there. Any more gravel on the bottom? Yes, one more piece. Avoided like the plague. There might be one there too, I can't tell. Do you fear spiders and clowns? That sucks you're afraid of yourself, Spooky. I'm sorry to hear that. Anyway. You're so laid, Burke. No, you're not. You're good. Okay, guys, word of advice. I'll try to read your messages. If I don't repeat them 8 times. And if I read them, make sure to... Or if I respond to them, make sure you hear that I responded to them. It's another important piece of the puzzle, I think. Especially on these streams, I'm going to have problems keeping up. And it only makes it worse if I'm seeing the same message 15 times. So, you know. Take what you will from that. You're insecure about being a clown? Spooky. Sorry, I don't mean to make fun of you, but... I just, like, immediately... Because didn't you just, like, say pretty much straight up you're a clown, then? Is that not what happened? What, Spooky? I can't hear you over the sound of airplanes. Wow. People building this in survival. I used Bedrock in Chapter 3 as well. Actually, the only reason I used it here. Deliver my order faster. I'm gonna keep checking the tracking throughout the stream. Kinda? Okay. I think it's missing the Playtime Co vibe. I don't think it's supposed to feel like Playtime Co. We're in a laboratory, you know? But I really did like it, personally. I don't think I have any major complaints, which is generally a good sign. This is where the things start happening. There are 2 loops within this, chat. 2. In this one, you go down the hallway and you see, I think it's like the second room. There's a window into the globy room. So then you would loop all the way around and get to that room. And then from that loop, you would loop all the way around again and end up at this door. You know? You know what I'm saying? Just, it's gonna be fun. I will show how to do that in the tutorial for PPT3, Nathan, if you're gonna follow that. I honestly don't understand how the command works. T-Jog did it for me. Baba Job said more screen time than Pianosaurus, to be fair. Present just 1 centimeter from being a perfect square, has an imperfect circle, and has a mechanical hand with permanent Cheeto dust on it, which touches everything. Oh my god, my keyboard, no. I'm just gonna build this X amount of blocks out. This hallway actually might be one of the most annoying parts. All the thin hallways are gonna sick. You did. Yeah, you did the fade command. For the first, you did it once. And then I just copied it every other time. Because remember, you were doing the thing for... Yeah, because you were remember, you were testing the flicker for the 1 section. If you remember that. And we just couldn't get it to work. I agree, Hassan, with that. The dollhouse itself, actually, when you... Or Swedish Street as a whole, when you read the lore... Or one of the VHSs in the area explained it really well. So it actually seemed like it fit in that sense. But the only part of it I didn't like was at the end, when you tried to escape when Lovebirds catches you. Instead of, you know, killing you or chasing you, she's like, let's play some red light, green light. Like, I didn't really get that one. That really didn't... Having a dog day? I'm saying he fell down the hole. To commute to work? They don't. They live down there. I'm pretty sure. It's kind of hinted at a couple times that that's the case. Swording, thanks. Glass blocks? No, the camera... Here, I'll show you. No, I won't. Never mind. But the camera fade, where it fades to black and then fades back in for each of the teleporters in 3. If you've seen that. Yeah, but why would she do red light, green light out of anything? That just feels dumb to me. Okay, wait. So I want to check first off. Is it off of this hallway that you see the window? There is a window in this hallway. There's... Yeah, okay, it is here. You see the globy room, right? That is the globy... Yes, that is. Yeah, cool. Feels so weak. I mean, compared to the rest of the chases in the chapter, yeah. But you're also... Your comparisons are Huggy and Prototype. So, you know, me personally, I would pick the Prototype chase over... I would pick both chases over. Huggies were really good. I liked his. We're gonna make the light? That's a great question. I'm gonna do probably... I'm not gonna make it function. It's just gonna be on probably, but if I had to guess, I would guess this. VHS tapes. Maybe? I don't know. Doesn't really feel like something... I guess it'd be whatever you would do, realistically. Just taking out every time you die. Hello, Tui. Look, we have 5 nights. Going a big... yeah, I'm gonna have to start respecting my own patience, too, to be real with you. Oh, this is gonna be awful. This is gonna be terrible. It's fine. I'll get there. I would also like to point out, I started building, for those of you who didn't see, for those of you who aren't members actually, I started building the TADC tent. So, just, you know, hit me with this and that at the same time. Why not? Let's see how much I can lose my will. No, but I am serious. That's just probably not the smartest timing for me, but whatever, I wanted to, and I finally got the references I needed. I collected them like infinity stones, so, yeah. Puzzles? Yeah, see, this always too thin, but I can't do wider, so... Just gonna have to live with it, I guess. I don't really know. I mean, I could do this. But then you're walking in a one-block area, and that just... I'm gonna keep it flat, that's fine. Welcome back, Georgie Bros. I've been planning to for a while. Are you still in the world, Georgie Bros? Oh, no, you're not. I didn't even see you leave. I'm gonna be real with you. But... It really was just a case of, I didn't know if I wanted to commit to something that, you know, of that stature, mainly. To do? Let me go check on Horathon. First off, I'm gonna copy my coordinate. Oh, dang. Oh, wait, never mind. He might just be yeah, never mind, because it would have been reused, so... Okay. You can, I guess, Georgie Bros. I just don't know how much is left. And I don't really think I want anybody helping with this section quite yet. Because, yeah. I don't think there's anything, Chris. Because I'm worried they're going to run out of footage. I'd have you help them, those two. But they're going to run out of footage real quick with 3 of you. If you want to still join, you can. But... I said Horrorthon. Yeah, I think the labs is probably going to be the easiest. Let you in, okay. You can just hang out even, I don't care. I'm not gonna be insanely... Not gonna care a ton. Have fun, mouse. How to join? You don't. They're working on 4, so... And they've been specifically asked to help. The building. I've built so much in this game, honestly. It just comes down to a lot of time. And eventually you kind of understand what things work and what things don't. Wait, is that... Are those connected? Oh yeah, wow, they are, huh. It actually isn't 2 like I thought it was. But anyway, yeah, it just comes down to a lot of time, honestly. Yeah, just have a thing in chat that spams, this map was made by... Although, to be fair, Spooky, I think if I charged money, it would technically fall more under copy. I don't know. Because a lot of maps that are downloadable like that, I cannot speak. Holy hell. They basically do say, please, you can use this map for a video, but show it or whatever. Or give credit. And, you know, most of the time people are chill with that, because as you should be. You should kind of listen to the mysterious sign, but... That is an option for sure. I might see what it takes to be put on the marketplace, and also what I would need to do in a situation like this, if I would need permissions from Mob or whoever to actually charge money for it. So I started Java. Every time I switch on the launcher, I do that, Chris. So I feel your misclick there. Okay, the blanket ends like brick. I might go a block further. Yeah, I mean, copyright is definitely the big way to get out of it, but I don't know how much I trust YouTube as a platform for that. What am I doing? But I could push this all forward. Right? That's what I would need to do? Yeah, because it needs to be closer. Okay. And corn on the cob. It sounds like a fun time. It should be the door you go through. I'm just filling one half. I mean, the whole lobby is that, Burke. But the issue isn't necessarily that. It's... Right now, it's people showing them off saying they built the things. Or... making tutorials off of the maps that I've also made tutorials on. That's the new one. Hello, TikTok admin. Yes, this is Bedrock. I played Poppy Playtime when Chapter 1 came out, yes. Really wasn't a huge fan until 3, but... Boo. Is he behind me? Oh my god, it's Ragatha. Don't put on the Pomni skin, please. I gotta stay professional. That's a joke, by the way. You can. I just... You know... Gotta pretend like I don't want you to put it on. Teehee. I did watch the ADC episode 8, yes. I really enjoyed it. Was she here? Why not? On the mid skin? No. How about I check my tracking again? Track faster. Oh, that's not even right. Just deliver faster. Arrive faster. Be at my doorstep faster. Shelf on a shelf on a shelf. Hello, Needy. Thank you, thank you. Okay. This part might be a little slow for me to currently build, my bad. Okay, he's not near me. Wait, is he? No, there's 3 colors over there. See, Ethan. Shelves are very useful, yeah. I can't really say favorite because when we've had trapdoors for so long, I can't just, you know, abandon them as a useful block, but shelves do everything trapdoors do, just a little bit more conveniently. Whoa, Minecraft ambiance. Whoa, I feel like I should use blocks here, actually. Sorry, my finger slipped. Whoops, butterfingers. I really need soundboards of, like, different lines from Portal and whatever else that I can just pull out in a situation like that. Deserved. I thought about going a step further, but, man, it's a lot of work. I got one on Discord, but I need like a soundboard with Wheatley, or I guess no, Portal, TADC, SpongeBob. Windows with shelves that are trapdoors. I'll show you exactly why I won't. I'll show you exactly why that's a horrible idea. I'll show you why that doesn't work. The shelves are thicker than the trapdoors. So, when I do it there, it isn't quite as circular as the trapdoors, because I can't do it here and here. It really isn't that noticeable there, but it definitely... I've tried using them before, and it doesn't work as well. I don't know. I like the trapdoors more. Hey, look, guys, my original Playco. Anywhere else you've seen this is a lie. It's mine. I built this. It's all mine. Sorry, just had to point that out. I would like an Hour of Joy game, yeah. So impressive, thank you. I spent so freaking long on that. That's the other thing that pisses me off. I spend so long and people be like, hey, look at the thing that I built, guys. It all me, totally. And, you know, when it wasn't, a lie. That lie. So Chris is, and you're banned. Yeah, Chris, I can't believe you would steal that build. Unbelievable. We also have one in the Discord now. For those of you who... Do I want to throw shade? I kind of feel like throwing shade. Yeah, I'm in a spicy mood. For those of you who, like, officially just managed content or things. Yeah, but... You know. I hope it doesn't get used, like, ever, but... It's there now. We really have two where we just absolutely rip on the internet, I guess, now. Hello, H-Dog. Hello, Beckett. I did see that. I think I saw the mention from it, Melon. Thank you for that. I, like, forget to check those, and then every once a year I'll check them. Can't make me mod on my own thing is crazy. Or for something for me, I guess, not my own thing. You get the point. What command? Oh, those, yeah. I was like, what is dude talking about? But yeah, those. Okay. Cool. That's totally the right way, 100%. I don't know if I have any interest in getting or making a Reddit account, to be honest. Just one more platform I would need to be managing, you know what I mean? I got enough. Especially with me adding TikTok. Go follow me if you haven't on TikTok, please. Link is in the description. That won't be like... It's not as important as the other platforms. Like, I'd say Discord is most important aside from YouTube. But... Still, it is... It is a thing. And Knight at Hollow? Oh my god, Hollow Knight. Gonna get members like new chapter 3. Members will get a lot of it like really early. I know, my bad, because I know a lot of you do not like members getting things early at all, let alone for 4 months. It won't probably be that long, but yeah, it's gonna be probably a lot more because I don't want to push myself to do that quickly, and the more ahead I am, the better. So, hello, Jay. Gyro? Gyro? Gyro's a pronunciation for the one word, you know, that I for some reason can't remember right now. That's good. But the 5. I started one like 3 years ago, probably something like that. You did pay for special access, yes, Spooky, but I'm gonna do member shout out. Thank you too. I gotta pull it up. Actually, I shouldn't be saying something this early. Nate, Vidalsa, Michael, Kane, oh my god, Kane, Game Bros, Jamie, BGA, Not Dreamy, Andre, Monster Hunter, Mahar, Sesame, Firestarter, Pro Roxy, Bonnie, Context Trilogy, Rachel, Ender, Shadow Gaming, John, Max, Isaiah, Laser Wolf, Spooky, hey, that's you, Magneto, Horathon, who's in my world right now, the PPS, Echo, Ellen, Zane, Jillian, and Declan, Jade, George, Nathan, Tiffany, and Tom for being our channel members. Hold on. There's one person I want to check how long they've been member for. Yeah, Rachel's been a member for 30 months. Like, mad respect. Thank you for that. That's a lot of money to spend on a person you really don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just some guy on the internet at the end of the day. So... Yeah, probably 1, although you might be at 2. Hold on. Let me check. Spooky. Yeah, 1 month. Horathon's been 8. Anyone else? Who's like the very bottom? 12, 11, 11, 11, 11. A lot of high numbers. Where stream specifically? There's not really any set schedule. I'll tell you next stream is Monday, though. I know that for sure. Tyler, you should sleep, man. Fresh out the womb is crazy. Hand scanner. Maybe later, fair enough. First. Yeah, but I want to have all the chapter connect system, so. Or at least as much as I can, so I don't want to jump around. You know, I'm not sure, T-Jack. I'm not sure. You ask a great question. Oh, wow, this really sucks. This is a 0 out of 10 to make. I hit the freaking pause button, please. There we go. Holy. That was a lot more of a struggle than it should have been, but anyway. These don't have... No, they don't. Okay. Guess I could do the banners again. Have fun, H-Dog. Thank you, man. Hello, B Junior. Tutorial early for real? That's also insane. I mean, respect if you somehow managed to do that successfully, but I don't see it happening. Hello, Cloud. Dark Revival? I mean the one I did 1 episode for and then never touched again? I'll show you the outimals section. If you want to see anything above this, it would be in the progress check. I can't be bothered to go through the whole thing, I can't lie. But here's what I got down here so far. I guess in this stream. Oh, just me, I'm spamming them. Hello, Static. The flares? What flares? More Giblet? Eventually they'll get get publicly uploaded, yes. Don't know when, don't know, you know? I don't know when, but they will eventually, just, you know. You'll have to wait for them. What, man, is there a problem? Where are his ears? I didn't have room. There's a trap door above his head, okay? I couldn't add them. I'm sorry. Thank you, Static. Hello, Alex. Why do I have bamboo trapdoors twice? You know what? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. There's a members only videos playlist that will, if it is becoming public at any point in time, it will not be in that playlist. That's the gist of it, I guess. Episode 1 is not a live stream, it is a time lapse. So you'd have to search through videos, not live streams. Glad you are enjoying them, Static, or have enjoyed them, something like that. Nova, I'm gonna turn you into a rotisserie chicken, whatever that means. No, that's too big. This is where I think all of it goes downhill immediately. No break. It's just all immediately down the drain. Yeah, screw it, whatever. I'll figure it out for sure. If things have to be weird, things have to be weird. You know what I mean? Thank you, Aiden. Hello. The progress check is something different. I have no idea what the actual time-lapse episode was called. Although it should be named around the same. You could probably look it up, actually, and find it. If you just, like, follow the formatting of the other titles and, you know, go from there. You know, fair point, Nathan. You do make a fair point. Hey, T-Joke, have you ever heard of TMI? Because we're about there. It's part to be. I'm not making most of it. As you can see, these clowns are working on it right now. Yeah, they'll have room. It's fine. But Although, definitely like the doughy fight area is gonna be fun. Anyway. Deserved, yeah, exactly. Surely this will be far enough. I don't know a joke? Yeah, I looked in the mirror this morning. I already know it. Hearing like a noise of a truck or something outside. Surely that wouldn't be my order, right? Probably not. Trying to listen to it. It sounds like it's dying. Like whatever I'm hearing doesn't sound healthy. Sounds like it's struggling for air. Hello, Poppy Stove. Building up outimals. Unfortunately. Please save me. Hello, IDIK. Like that part? Definitely a little confusing, but for building purposes, I hated 0 out of 10. Never want to see it ever again, but... Oh, there's a window there! Yippee! Where is that, actually? I'm gonna just leave it open. Yeah, Nova. How do I get the design? I have a video of the game pulled up that I'm using to see everything. No way. The top of this is blue. Not that I care. What even is this? I don't freaking know. It's pallets. And stuff. Somebody's house, I guess, that we rudely broke into and interrupted them from, or for, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go with that for now, I think. Kane? What about Kane? Oh, it's Chris, okay. I see. It's been 10 years. You've been 10 years. Buy orange chicken, have fun. Or don't, I really don't give a flying frick. Wait, I'm blind and deaf and dumb. I'm all three of those things, although two of those are somehow not related. It's a door. Because he already tried to leave once and that didn't go so well for him, Spooky. I choose health insurance. Holy blinding light in my eyes. For some reason, the specific white that the door is looks like a window, and I don't know why I keep seeing that, but I do, so... You know. Tinfoil! That's... It looks like tinfoil, I don't know. Polished andesite is the first block that comes to mind. Cobblestone, actually, might work better. American Deck, I've heard great things about this tea. Roger, isn't it? I didn't miss a door. It's right there, stupid. Yes, calling you stupid was required for that, by the way. Are you really living if you're not calling people stupid? Hi, Zero. Nah, swearing can't happen. I'm not gonna. Try to sort of maybe, potentially, perhaps keep it maybe PG sometimes. Yeah, I don't give a frick. Gotta do it a lot. Yeah. Well, in VCs, you're a little more wild, I guess. Yeah, so what the hell did I use for this? I already forgot. Fuzz buckets. Whoa! Bubble, you can't say that. So you think it's cool. And I'm crouching, so it's not working. Okay. Someone from... Who is the judge? I don't know. Someone who gaslit them, surely. Maybe Prototype. Prototype could be the judge. Chris, I think if we took the amount of wild combined inside of everybody in this chat, you would still have more than everyone else combined. And there's 45 people here, so... This is the first hallway of outimals section. God, you can't recognize this? My building that bad? I'm just kidding. I know my building is the best building you've ever seen. Sorry, I gotta inflate my ego a little bit sometimes. Can't always say I suck. Also, it's a stone hallway. I mean, I don't... There we go. You should take a nab, Zero. Chris and normal should not be in the same sentence unless the sentence is Chris is not normal. Then maybe they could be. Gaslight Ghoul? Sure. Best thank you, Nathan. If I can't inflate my ego, somebody has to. Alright, what are we doing for the lights? I have an interesting idea, but it wouldn't work. Like, I could do that, but meh. look kind of dumb. Actually, wait, what if I combine that with an anvil? I just need the top to work. That's all I need. I just need a working top. Hold on, wait, this is getting somewhere. Perfect. Your builds suck. Thanks, man. Inflation like everything else. Ragged the plush. Okay, but I've said about equally as weird things about Pomni, so I really don't feel like you can be picking on Chris for that. You know, T-Jack? Like... This is not... I don't want to be... I don't want me to get thrown down as well with this, so... Who is that? I don't know. What could I use as the bottom? A fence gate wouldn't work because of the orientation of this. See? Yeah, sure, Chris. What about a hanging sign? I could go the other way and it would work, but... I don't know. Just like, don't look at it that way and it's fine. What about the brewing stand as the top? Hold on, wait, can I put a lantern on a brewing stand? Come back. Brick! Ah, I'm mad now. Hello, system. I'm trying to make a light design, and I'm overthinking this to hell and back. Unfortunately. That looks a little peculiar. Sure, why not? Oh, you got a problem, man? Oh yeah, I've got the perfect one. Hold on, I'm gonna block pick this because I think that's what I'm gonna look away before things get weird. You know, unironically, this is an interesting idea with the way the end rod connects to that. That's very interesting. I might have to remember that that does look like that. It looks like an extended, like, it looks like a giraffe. I think the sign was the best. The hanging sign, I mean. Unless there's... I'm gonna switch it to pale oak so the color matches with the literally the rest of it actually. Lantern, grindstone, and brewing stand. That is interesting, though. That one is very interesting. If I could put a lantern here, that would be literally perfect. But no, I can't. Am I ignoring you? Now that you said it, I will intentionally do so. Brewing stand for the bottom. Yeah, I know what you meant. But, like, it floats. The brewing stand is not tall enough. You know what? Fence gate might be better. It also floats, but not as much. Hello, nostalgic channel. Yes, palm name. A brewing stand? But I like the thickness of the brewing stand. The door looks yellow, but I'm pretty sure it's still white. I can change it when I reach the other side, because I'll see it anyway. Statues in PP2. It's not great, Ultimate. It's not great. But it's not the worst section. I mean, if you include the mommy chase stuff, that part sucks. I hated that part. But Statues itself wasn't awful. Hello, Infamous King. Skull. Maybe? Hold on, wait. Let me try Brewing Stand on bottom. That's what you're saying, right? Brewing Stand is where the fence gate is? Blackstone button. Two things. This is one of the, like, push bars. And second off, it's walls anyway, so I can't. If I was embedding the doors like I was before, I would have a handle, but... The floating just bothers me. I don't know. I'm gonna live with it. I'm gonna keep it like that because I do think that is a better option still. Did he name the axolotl? Definitely a cat. Okay. That's true. Yeah, it's not gonna be that noticeable. I think I do. That's when I start having issues, man. Is when I'm like really paying attention to the little details. That's when I'm like, but that's a 0.1 pixel off from what it should be. Terrible. Hello, Ezra. Hello, Lizita. Lizzie? Words are hard. Are you milking the cat? Never mind. Why, hello there. Squeak. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Why did it empty? Oh, because it was named, I guess. That's weird. I don't know, it would. I really don't pay attention to CG5's music all that much. I can't even lie. So I haven't listened to it in full. I've heard clips from it. It sounds alright, but... I'm just not as big into that stuff as I once was. For some reason, I feel like this axolotl is going to take a plunge while I have this wall opened. Ear popped, nice. Me too. I made the axolotl zoo enclosure recently-ish. Because I always forget I have those, and every once in a while we'll just build one. And I think that one is my favorite. The axolotl one, it's so cute. The copper rod for the middle then lantern? No, because the copper rod doesn't stick lower. I was playing with this on the last stream, or yesterday's stream. It's the same distance. Down. And up. Yeah, that was the comment of all time. Oh my god! Wait, that's so cute. And he's dying. That's how they die? It stopped. Okay. I also like the lantern, but the skull is more correct color-wise anyway, so. Oh well. Yeah, they will drown. The mess up would be because I made a full announcement video on that one, like a full announcement video. About as full as an announcement video could get for something like that, that told you pretty much every bit of information you needed to know about the release of the Chapter 3 tutorial. So, I recommend you watch that before asking what Nova sent. Are the edibles now? Beat me to it. You rascal. Just so you can't squeeze through. Not that it matters. I mean, if you do, whatever, you can't get to the door. It is out for members, true dat. Go buy the membership if you want it. The first 10 parts right now. Probably the next 3 will be tomorrow. Because I have 13 recorded. I probably shouldn't have done these last. That was poorly planned on my part. Frankie reference. But it's fine. I'll figure it out. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, this part's gonna be real fun. Why did I do this last? I don't think she can do the first part of that, man. For multiple reasons. I can drag that. Yeah. I think that's a fair assessment. Thank you, Achille, I want to say, and hello also. I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly. I'm stuck. I've trapped myself. Okay, never mind, I got out. Now, after doing all of that and struggling to place the stairs, I question if I put it at the wrong height, or if if it's too big. That's news. I felt that one in my soul. Oh my god, that hurt. Like, more than a sneeze should. No, it's fine. It's correct. Bless you. Thank you. Get unstuck, but what if I didn't wanna? Get off the trapdoor, fatty. Good God, I. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Make it end. Honestly, probably Nova, yeah. Oh, excuse me. I got this, ready? Oh, yeah. They call me the professional stair player. Nobody calls me that. Yeah, but if it's myself, it's fine, Nathan. I think. I think, therefore, I am. I think the middle two rows are going to be the same, like, the trial spawners again, basically. Oh, there's none there. I'm blaming Chris for that, even though it probably wasn't his fault and it was probably my fault. But it's funny to blame someone else whenever they're in the world with you. That's why I'm going to do that. Thank you, Nostalgic. I appreciate that. Hello again, Niam. I don't think, no. It's actually a common misconception. Spunk is crazy. No. Well, you can get to here, but you cannot get back here if that's what you're asking. Yeah, because this section's where you flick this and then it opens the door. For real, Zero, it has been kind of wild. I'm not gonna really go crazy with the texturing here. Just really get the sections that need it. And I'm not even gonna worry about under the trapdoors, because if you're paying attention to that, just don't. Darn it, he's flying. You should make a little hidey hole outside of the map. Like, just outside of this hallway, to the right over here. On, that side. That one. Texturing. River. I've gotten a lot more used to doing it, for sure. It is boring sometimes, but... God, it does make your things look so much better. It's silly that it would even know where I am anymore. I don't know where I am now. To be fair. Like you and hello, ST96. Okay, now I need the gravel for the walls as well. Again, I'm like not gonna worry about this being great, but it's kind of a quick dusting, if you will. Already this year, the total gain for Sub-Zero is almost as much as it was for the entirety of 25. Like, when you put it that way, God. 0.6. Nearly at 17. I can check how far off we are from 17. 73 off from 17K. Since I'm checking stuff, I'm checking the tracking. Not the other tracking. Man, be out for delivery faster. This is the outimals section system. Did I make a whole edit fill in? Are you sure about that? I'll find it if that is the case. What are you thinking about doing? Go on. Share your little secrets. Oopsies, I guess I should. I'm not seeing any hole. Here's a good way to check. Yeah, there's no holes. What if I want to cry about it though, Nova? How are you gonna let me do that? You won't tell me. Blind? It's okay, we're all a little blind. Perfect Vision, never heard of her. Ah, okay. I hope it's a spatula. No! This is a national tragedy. It's gonna do it again. Oh god, I'm gonna do it again, apparently. It's not the gravel anymore, it's me. Too many people have been stealing maps from me and taking credit, and I really don't like when they do that. So I'm not updating this map for a while. Or uploading it, rather. PBT is the main issue, so PBT is going to be the one that suffers the most, unfortunately. PBT and Ban. Still a chance I do FNAF soon. If Minecraft crashed, you should be fine, man. But I don't play on Switch, so you can't steal that right there. What T-Jock said. You can't steal a map if you don't have it. And there also comes the point to where, like, look, if you really want to take credit, where did you come from? If you really want to take that credit, you know, follow the tutorial, and then boom, that's how you do it. What am I? Oh, I'm just. I thought I was. Okay. I'm actually 83 years old, guys. Oh, that gravel just didn't place. That's what that was. Okay. Sure. Okay. Gonna pretend I didn't see anything. Oh my god. Yeah. Also, another thing. This is not something I've, like, really ever asked for. However, YouTube has this feature that some of you may be aware of. It's called hyping. And it basically helps the algorithm and stuff. So, for those of you who do want to support the channel, if you could use those hype points you get on whatever video of mine, I would absolutely love that. Just, again, anything to really help that algorithm a little bit more in my favor would go a long way for sure. And obviously, you know, can always share the videos and whatnot. You're like, hey, I got this friend that likes Minecraft. They might like this video. Then, you know, would be sick if you would share. Again, not really something I typically will ask for, because whatever. It's not going to make a difference if I tell people about it, but I know a lot of people don't specifically know about the hype features, so that's why I want to be like, hey, so this exists for those of you who don't know. Chris, don't use firefly bushes, because I don't want the fireflies in my build. Hate to be picky like that, but also, yeah. Time to cause a local tragedy by... Oh my god, that's so many sea lanterns. Oh my god, that's a lot of sea lanterns. Got one. Hell yeah, Spooky. Let's go. Thank you. But I'm really like... And again, you... For those of you who have been around for more than a month or so, you probably have noticed... I'm not one to be like, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. I'll say it as a joke sometimes, but I never really say it in like a, you know, in the average YouTuber way. Like, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all those things. Like, saying it's not going to make a difference, but... You know. PPT lore? Alrighty. Oh my god, the family. He's just chilling on the azalea bush. The green one? Definitely a cat and high. Splendid. Hello, hello, Foxy. Hello, Eerie Spider. My bad. I just, like, didn't see that. I just say, yeah, no, I just say make sure to like and share every, like, 30 seconds, Nate. Also, hello. Yeah. And before I continue, I just want to say, make sure you guys smash like, just, no, don't do that. That pisses me off. Whenever I see, like, on Instagram, like, before I share this next one, make sure to follow so you see me again or something. Just, like, shut the frick up. Shut your fat mouth right now. What do you mean revert? I don't know what it meant. Could I theoretically skip this room? Yeah, I could. Because I'm thinking it might be more logical for me to make what I need to, which would be the little room here and, like, this side. Keep going through the next hallway, and then get around to Globy, and then go back once I've gotten back to Globy. Because once I'm there, I know that all of that is good. Back for Minecraft Java, data pack coding, bringing a heart attack with all the new changes. Yeah, that checks out. This is outimals section pizza. Follow for part 2. Yeah, exactly. I used to be sort of like that when I like first started making content, but the more that you make, the more you realize those things are just stupid. They're just stupid filler words. They have no meaning, no nothing. They're just words that people say to gaslight themselves into thinking they're helping the algorithm or something. You don't gain somebody's attention or interest by saying you don't make somebody subscribe or follow you by saying or telling them to do that. You do it by actually making good content. And by saying that, for the most part, that doesn't really make your content good. It just makes you the average shorts creator. There, I said it. Especially with shorts for me, alright? This might be a little silly, but it's a short for a reason. It's supposed to be short. So, like, if I'm making a short, it's gonna be point there by, you know? I don't need all that extra mumbo jumbo. So wait, I should do this. Store really open? Oh yeah, never mind. It's when you come through. That was just a personal thing. Boing. It's over here. Oh, they did the structure void thing. Nice. Oh, interesting. Like how they're watching me like I'm like a judge or something. Oh my god, what's he gonna think? Naming pets? Sure. Hello, next realm. Hello, Bogdan. You're from Russia. Nice. Hello to Russia. Yeah. One sec. I'm gonna do this for the point of the conversation. I gotta find the graph though. I don't even know where it is. You can't see my other statistics, those aren't important. Oh my god, load. $7 million impressions. That's interesting to know. I didn't know that. Okay, I found it. Okay, this one's gonna be weird. You guys are gonna have to like you're gonna have to look at it to understand it, because my brain when I first saw it was like, wait a minute, because it's not the normal look. It's for some reason when I click on it, it's not. Alright. Nothing is gonna dox me. This graph right here shows that only, what is the percentage? I don't know. That says 83, but it was like 74, so I don't know, because that's views, never mind. That only 20% of you were subscribed, so make sure to smash that subscribe, you know, like, it's just dumb. I had to find that. I'm kind of curious, though, because I used to look at that because it was interesting to me. Because I felt like my number was actually pretty high for what most people said. But yeah, I don't know. And for 100%, that's impossible. Hello, Tazzy. I actually might have Horathon or Georgie Bros or both of them help, because they can do the like sides of the rooms and I can do the path. That seems like a good plan. Speaking of. Yeah, because, like, I can just be like, alright, so here's this room, you know what I mean? And then I can do this room and the hallway and stuff and keep going. You know, it's possible to subscribe with your tongue. Don't believe me? Try it. Hello, Max. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna get the reptile treatment. I'm gonna turn your house into a zoo. No hate to anybody who potentially would fall under the category of doing this on either end of the conversation, but I find, like, subscribing to shorts channels so weird. Like, specifically shorts channels. If they make long form content, whatever. But to the people that just make the shorts, it's so odd to be like, you know what? This channel's content that are 2 minutes long is so good, I'm gonna subscribe. Like, maybe, again, maybe I'm just used to the longer content, but finding your enjoyment off of only shorts for a YouTube channel is a little strange to me. I honestly, I don't think there's a single YouTuber I watch. I don't really watch YouTube shorts at all. I know somebody who does. I'm looking at you, Chris. Sorry, I had to call you out. But just, I don't know. Not really caring about the long form content is mainly what I find odd. Hello, Happy. It's not really, yeah. Like and subscribe, or this guy's gonna be under your oh, yeah, right. I was gonna grab a spider, but, I then realized I couldn't do that, and then I just did that instead, so. TikTok? The only shorts platform I really watch is Instagram at all. I don't care about TikTok particularly. I think I might have made that too long. I don't know. I'm gonna end there, though. I knew this section was gonna be a pain for me to do on stream. Check the statues. But yeah, probably next time you see this, it'll at least be further. I think once we get past Globy, it'll be easier. Getting to Globy's the annoying part. But yeah, I'll probably have Horathon and Georgie Rose or Nova or whoever wants to, out of you guys who have been helping with 4, if you want to take a break from 4 and help with this section, I'll just keep doing the path forward, and then I'll leave you guys with the sides of the rooms, because I think that's an easier way to do it, or a better way to do it, for whoever wants to help. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, there is no Twitch stream tonight, unfortunately, but I guess there wouldn't be one tomorrow either. But yeah, next stream will be Monday then. So with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.